here we are again with another episode of From the Red Carpet. Today we have some Quantumania news, along with a lot of Disney Plus things going on. Hawkeye and Secret Invasion both have new characters being added to the cast. In addition to that, What If? That's coming out soon, and we have a trailer for it. And not only that, but there's another Jackass movie on the way, and it's called Jackass Forever. All this and more, so let's dive right in. Alright, so before we get into the what if stuff, let's start with some other MCU news. Recently, it's been announced that in addition to Kang the Conqueror being the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, we are getting the return of another villain, and that of Yellow Jacket. Yes, good old Darren Cross, who was turned subatomic and banished to the quantum realm, will return in Part 3. I don't really see how, because it looked like he died at the end of the first film. I mean, his arms disappeared and it looked pretty bad. So, yeah. But as we know, Quantumania will revolve around the quantum realm, so maybe if they travel back there, Yellow Jacket will escape. Secret Invasion already has Nick Fury and Talos returning, but has added Emilia Clarke to the cast. I'm pretty sure she won't be playing Abigail Brand, who is the director of S.W.O.R.D., but I don't know. In addition to her, they've added Christopher McDonald and Kingsley Ben-Adir, who will probably both be playing Skrulls. Speaking of Disney Plus shows, Hawkeye is coming this fall and will follow Clint Barton as he trains Kate Bishop to be the new Hawkeye going forward, played by Haley Steinfeld, of course. The alleged villain of the series will be Madame Mask. Yes, the chick from Agent Carter Season 2. Some new casts to the series include Charlie Cox as Daredevil, which I'm on the fence about. Apparently he'll be in No Way Home as well, but I've never really been a fan. I mean, I've seen the Ben Affleck one. Does that count? Anyway, Echo, an agent that we will meet in Hawkeye, will be getting a spin-off series at some point, and Daredevil will be featured in that one as well. Wait, so who is Echo? Well, she's a Native American woman named Maya Lopez, who as a kid had her father killed in front of her eyes by the Kingpin. As he died, her father left a bloody handprint on her face. Kingpin then took Maya in, raising her as his own daughter, and she was trained to take down Daredevil, who, aside from Spider-Man, is one of Kingpin's main rivals. She took on the name Echo and wore a white handprint on her face similar to the one her father left behind. And once, during a battle with Daredevil, he managed to show her that Kingpin was manipulating her, and she opted to switch sides. Actress Alaqua Cox will be playing Maya Lopez in the MCU. While we're talking about Hawkeye, another character appearing in that series will be Yelena Belova as our new Black Widow. With the Black Widow movie finally here, we know that at the conclusion of it, Yelena was contacted by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine to take down Hawkeye for her belief that he was responsible for Natasha's death. Someone really needs to take this bitch to Vormir. Seriously. But personally, I think Valentina is manipulating all these people to be on the Thunderbolts, led by, of course, Secretary Ross. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Loki was another incredible Disney Plus series. From start to finish, it may have even been better than WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier combined. And as of now, the series has been renewed for another season, which means more of Loki and Sylvie. With things ending the way they did, I wonder what will happen next for the god and goddess of mischief. And truly all I really want to know is, are we getting more Owen Wilson or not? Alright, so on a completely unrelated note, I have some news regarding a different type of film. So the Jackass boys are back with another one. This time it's called Jackass Forever and will be the fourth film and probably the last. This last hurrah will feature all the main cast, aside from the late Ryan Dunn of course, and Bam Margera. Yeah, if you've been following any of their social media, you know that Bam is kind of at war right now with Jeff Tremaine over the whole thing. They didn't include Bam in this one due to his alcohol addiction and his refusal to get help. And Bam's been in pretty bad shape lately, even after getting help from the likes of Dr. Phil. Anyway, so Bam's even talking about suing them for using his ideas. But I don't think they will. I mean, I'm sure they have enough of their own stuff to film. Especially with the addition of some new dude named Poopy. And from what I saw, in one of the stunts revealed so far, Steve-O blew out his eardrum, getting shot point blank with a t-shirt gun filled with dog shit. Also, Johnny Knoxville suffered a concussion, broken rib, and a broken wrist during some kind of bullfight. So, that's something. Jackass Forever will release on October 22nd of this year. Alright, back to superhero stuff. Shazam Fury of the Gods will have Captain Marvel, yes, I called him that, taking on Atlas's daughters, Hespera and Calypso. We haven't really seen much aside from a shot of the Shazam kids all sporting new suits and a quick but very dark teaser trailer. And this new shot here shows some sort of burn damage on the new suit. It's probably from a fight with one of the daughters. We'll be getting Fury of the Gods on June 2nd, 2023. Alright, I think we're finally ready to move on to What If. This series, which will debut this August, will feature the voices from a lot of actors in the MCU, who have all returned to voice their respective characters. The series will be narrated by The Watcher, a galactic being who oversees all of the MCU. Each episode will deal with a different scenario in a multiverse-type fashion, where the events that we have already seen happen a bit differently. And here are the episodes that we'll see. Episode 1 will be What If Peggy Carter Took the Super Soldier Serum? I'm guessing this is in place of Steve Rogers, which makes her Captain Britain. This one will also feature Steve Rogers in the prototype Iron Man armor instead of Tony Stark. Episode 2 will be What If T'Challa Was Taken by Yondu? So Yondu and the Ravengers will show up in Wakanda and kidnap a young T'Challa. With him leading a new team of Guardians, I wonder if this means Killmonger will be Black Panther now. Episode 3 will be What If Ultron Wielded the Infinity Stones? This one will also include the Vision, but not in a way that we think. Instead of Jarvis being put into the vibranium body in Age of Ultron, Ultron is successful in uploading himself into it. So, it'll be Ultron in Vision's body with all 6 Infinity Stones. Great. Episode 4 will be What If Iron Man never made it through the portal and was trapped on Sakaar? Well, we know they mean the portal during the Avengers fight of New York. Remember when Tony flew the nuke into space? Well, maybe he didn't make it back to Earth and got stuck on Sakaar. Will he be a champion of the Grand Master instead of the Hulk? Episode 5 will be What If Loki became the king of Asgard and Thor became Party Thor? I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, we've seen Loki nearly claim the throne quite a few times, but never completely. Maybe if Thor is like Fat Thor and he's partying all the time and playing Fortnite with Korg, he just won't really care what happens. Episode 6 will be What If Loki Wielded Jonathan? Well, he definitely isn't worthy, we know that. But if he was, I mean, I don't know, he would just be Loki, but also be able to throw a hammer around and use lightning. So, what more is there to say? Episode 7 will be What If Steve Rogers was Spider-Man? This one is interesting because long before he was Captain America, Chris Evans wanted to play Spider-Man. And I'm talking like the Tobey Maguire days. And it almost actually happened. But Chris couldn't handle long durations of wearing the mask, so he backed out of the role. Maybe we can finally see this come to light, and what that will actually be like. Episode 8 will be What If Marvel Zombies? Yes, they're finally doing it. All we saw from this is Bucky confronting a zombie Cap, and more recently, a zombie Iron Man. This is super exciting. I wonder if it'll still be a cosmic virus that gets brought to Earth, like in the comic, or if they'll just use a different reason. Either way, Marvel Zombies. Can you give us just a whole series of this, please? Episode 9 will be What If Gamora Never Met the Guardians? Well, we've seen this before in Endgame, when a different Gamora gets confronted by Star-Lord. She just keeps kicking him in the nuts. I would assume she would continue working for Thanos and doing various fuckery, but from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like she may be joining some kind of Avengers team alongside T'Challa and Killmonger. Episode 10 will be What If Doctor Strange Joined Dormammu? Is he here to bargain? I mean, Doctor Strange has always used mythical arts as a defense against other dimensional beings who threaten our existence. Him being on the same side as the threat could be not such a good thing. Who would we count on then? Mordo? I mean, fuck that guy. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out. And finally, episode 11 will be, what if the Collector was buff? Really? You're gonna finish on that note? Well, I mean, I suppose he would be just a really ripped dude who likes to hoard shit. I mean, am I wrong? Alright, enough of that. Let's finish this with the actual trailer.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'd be out of a job with peace. Do we know each other?
Time. Reality. It's changeable.
Where you want to be? That's the question, isn't it?
Every universe is different. Each one unique.
Slow down a little bit. There's a few people in the room that don't understand. Not me, I get it.
Who are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
Scheiße! I am the Watcher. I observe all that transpires here. But I do not, cannot, will not interfere. I guess I have to freestyle then.
We have you outnumbered.
A Ravager never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Is that some kind of catchphrase?
You had me worried for a second.
Journey to face the unknown and ponder the question. What if?
So, obviously that was amazing. I can't wait for this one. It looks really good. In closing, I will say, I can't wait to see Peggy as Captain Britain. But what if I told you Haley Atwell is making a cameo in the Multiverse of Madness as a live-action Captain Britain? Well, because it's actually happening. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and of course, I'll see you on the next one.